Session of lectures. So let us continue the next topic. So we will study law of mass action. This law was the result of a series of studies made on reaction rates. So there were so many reactions where on observing these reaction rates, this law of mass action was formulated. So in 1850, there was one scientist, Ludwig Wilhelmi. He noticed the rate of inversion of cane sugar with acids, which was changing with change in concentration of sugar. Means if the concentration of sugar is changing, then rate of inversion of cane sugar with acid was also changing. That is, it was proportional to the amount of sugar present per unit volume. So this is the sugar. So sucrose is called as inversion sugar. So in presence of mineral acid, it is converting into two different type of glucose. So this is called as D-glucose, this is called as D-fructose in presence of mineral acid or invertage. So hydrolysis of sucrose is called as D-glucose and D-fructose. This is termed as the inversion, and hydrolysis mixture is called as invert sugar. M. Barthollet and Giles in 1862, he studied the another reaction. The reaction was the acetic acid and ethanol. So under this reaction, acetic medium, so this was converting into ester plus water. So this reaction is the esterification reaction in presence of acid. It is also acidic medium, and again this ester plus water, it will go backward reaction, that is acetic acid and ethanol. So what he concluded? Actually, he observed that the amount of ester which formed varied with the initial concentration of reactant. Means if you change the reactant, then the concentration of ester will be also changing in both sides. From here to this side, there's this to this side. That is in the esterification of acid and hydrolysis of ester. The rate of reaction depends on the initial amount of the acid and esters. So 1803, before this experiment, there was one more scientist called C.L. Barthollet. So this is the M. Barthollet. So this is the C.L. Barthollet. He already told that the chemical reactivity of the substance depends on the affinity and upon the masses. So it depends on the affinity and masses which is present in the given volume. But M. Barthollet and Giles, he said that through this experiment clearly, he established that since reaction can proceed in both forward and backward direction, so affinity has no role to play, but only the mass of the reactant decides the extent of the reaction. So these were the two experiments, that is the esterification reaction and inversion of sugars, made conclusion that the mass of the reactant decides the extent of the reaction. However, this Norwegian chemist, that is C. Guldberg and Peter Vagi in 1864, he rejected this affinity theory, and he enunciated the law of mass action. So he again gave new concept that is called law of mass action. So actually he proposed a mathematical relation between the mass and affinity of a substance through this law. So let us see what is the mathematical relationship between the mass and activity of the substance through this law. So this law states that at constant temperature, the rate at which the substance reacts is directly proportional to its active mass raised with suitable power, and the rate of reaction is directly proportional to the product of all such active mass of the reactant. So rate of reaction is actually means the velocity of the chemical reaction. So velocity of the chemical reaction is actually the product of all such active mass of the reactant. Here one term is active mass is raised to with suitable power. So this power raised over concentration terms it actually represents the order of reaction with respect to that reactant, which may be this power term. I am discussing about this power term, so which may or may not be equal to the numerical coefficient of that species in the chemical reaction. Since this power term is experimentally determined, so it may be equal to the numerical coefficient of that species or may not be equal. But in this our chemical equation, we will take the numerical equal for the ideal conditions. So for example, let us take, so this is a 2 reactant which numerical coefficients are this one. So we will write the rate of reaction is proportional to, this is the rate of reaction is proportional to A to the power A and B to the power B. So these are the numerical coefficients which may or may not be equal. This we will study later on. Now both forward and backward reactions are considered elementary reactions. So these reactions are the elementary reactions which actually may or may not be elementary. So it is considered, so why it is considered so, which as the final concentration ratio at equilibrium, that is equilibrium constant, is the state function. So this equilibrium constant is a state function and it depends on the initial and final states and is independent of the steps involved. So it is not dependent on the steps. That's why these forward and backward reactions are considered as the elementary reactions. Now let us see what is the meaning of active mass. So active mass already we discussed. Suppose if you take the any sugar crystals and put inside the waters. So if you take any sugar crystal and put inside the water, what will happen? So this is the sugar crystals on dissolving the water. So some surface of the sugar will dissolve into the water. So that molecules which is present on the surface of the molecule is dissolving or which is active in nature. Inside the sugar molecules in the crystals are not dissolving. So this is actually active mass. So this active mass is actually, it is a thermodynamic quantity and it is directly proportional to the concentration. Concentration means in terms of molality or mole fraction. So we can write this A is proportional to concentration. So A is proportional to concentration is equal to molarity, or A equal to this constant into molarity. Similarly for A into C, that is molality, A equal to this gamma into molality. Similarly A into mole fraction, so A is equal to this small r into mole fraction. So hence these three constants are activity coefficients. So they are different coefficients for different concentrations. For reactant and products in gaseous state, for the reactant product, if these two reactant product is in gaseous state or in solution, then we will take this activity coefficient as the 1. So normally we use molarity concentration, we don't use molality and mole fraction in our course. And active mass is written as the square bracket, or this square bracket is nothing but m, and this is number of gram moles divided by the volume solution in liter, that we already know. For ordinary systems like gases at low pressure or dilute solution, we do not deviate appreciably from the ideal behavior. So we always take F equal to 1, hence as A is equal to C or concentration. So there is no need of writing activity coefficient in our course or syllabus. So we will write only A equal to directly concentration. Concentration means this will be your low pressure, gas should be is at low pressure, and it is the concentration is dilute solutions. Calculate the active mass of, it is given examples are given: 4 gram hydrogen, 127 gram of iodine and 128 gram of hydrogen iodide kept in 2 liter flask. So active mass is activity into molarity, so activity will be over 1. So we can write hydrogen by weight by molar mass into volume, 4 by 2 into 2, it will be 1 molarity. Similarly iodine will be 127 divided by molar mass into 2, 2 is the volume, it will be 0.25 molarity. Similarly HI will be 128 divided by 2, this becomes your 0.5 molarity. So in this way we can find the active concentration or molarity. Now we will see two new terms, that is called activity and fugacity. Only we will study their elementary knowledge, for our elementary knowledge. What is the meaning of activity? Activity means it is the measure of the effective concentration of a species under non-ideal conditions. Non-ideal means the solution should be concentrated. So this determines the real chemical potential for the real solutions rather than the ideal one. So chemical potential means the potential of the this concentrated solutions. So that will determine the activity. Activity, there are two terms, activity and concentration. So what is the difference between activity and concentration? Actually both are used to calculate the equilibrium constant and reaction rate, but we use normally concentration for the diluted solutions, and if the concentration solution is more concentrated, the solution is more concentrated, then we use the term activity. Then for this activity we require activity coefficient to calculate the numericals. Why this difference is there? Because the difference in the observed concentration and the calculated concentration in equilibrium increases. So this is the reason that the activity was created. There is one more term, is that the term is called as fugacity. So fugacity term is used in the non-ideality in gases. Activity is used in the non-ideality condition of solution, but this in gases we use the same thing, fugacity, concept is same, but the states is different. So it is the effective pressure. Fugacity is the effective pressure for the non-ideal gas, and the pressure of the ideal gas and the real gas are equivalent. Pressure in both gases are equivalent when the chemical potential is same. So we write fugacity is equal to this phi into P, where phi is called as the fugacity coefficient of ideal gas, where P is the pressure of an ideal gas. For ideal gas, fugacity is always equal to 1. The fugacity coefficient is always equal to 1. Suppose, let's take example, nitrogen at 0 degree has a 100 atmospheric pressure. So this is the ideal condition where phi is equal to 1. But if you take the real gas pressure, then same nitrogen having the pressure is 97.03 atmosphere. So this is called the fugacity pressure of the gas. So this is why, because of the van der Waals force of attraction between the gaseous molecules, and the pressure of this 100 atmosphere is decreased to 97.03 atmospheric pressure. So here you write ATM. So like this is the difference between fugacity and the activity.